Alright, so in this video we are going to talk about line plots. Line plots are also called dot plots, and so you might have heard them be called a different name, but they are a visual display of data, and so we're going to create them and analyze them in this lesson today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, what is a line plot? So a line plot is a display of data values where each value is shown as a dot or as a mark, and that's all over a number line. And so here I have a number line, and it's numbered 0 to 9, and I'm using dots to show how frequently a value is repeated. Okay, sometimes dots are used, sometimes we use X's or asterisks or other types of marks, and you'll see that in this presentation. Alright, so example 1. Students in Mr. Cotter's class were asked how many afternoon activities they have. Their responses are shown in the table. So we have 0, 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So each student was polled and they were asked how many afternoon activities they have. So what we're going to do is we're going to use tally marks, and we're going to use this number line to assemble basically a visual representation of the data from that chart. Now, my example already has 2 done for me over the 0 category here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to my chart and I'm going to cross out both of my zeros because those are already done for me. So I'm going to work my way down the first column, and I have a 1, a 2, and a 2. So I'm going to put a 1, a 2, and a 2. Oops, wrong way. Cross those guys out. Then I have 2, 1, 1, 3. So I have 2, 1, 1, 3. So cross those guys out. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. Cross those guys out. 3, 4, 1, 1. 3, 4, 1, 1. So you can see by taking that data and putting it on this number line here by using tally marks or X's or dots, it's very clear what the most common number of after-school activities are, which would be 1 after-school activity. So in example 2, we have Jasmine. So Jasmine asked her class how many pets they had. The results are shown in the table. Make a line plot of the data, then describe the data presented in the graph. So the way that we're going to describe the data presented in the graph is by finding the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. But before we do that, we're going to put the values onto the line plot here. So I'm going to work my way down the first column. So I have 3, 0, 0, 1. And I'm going to use dots this time. And then I have 2, 1, 1, 2. 2, 0, 1, 2. 1, 2, 4, 3. 3, 3, 2, 0. 1, 4, 2, 2. Okay, so I'm going to start off with some of our easier ways to describe the data. What is our range? So our range is our largest number, and then we subtract the smallest number. So 4 minus 0 is going to be 4. Then our mode, what is the number that appears most frequently? And that's going to be the number 2. Now let's go ahead and find our median. So the way that we're going to find our median is we're going to list out these values in order. So we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 twos. One, two, three, 4 threes, and 2 4s. And now I'm going to find the median of these. So I need to find the middle. And so the middle number is 2. Now I'm going to find the mean. So I need to find the average. So I'm going to add them all up. So an easy way to do this, the total here is 0. The total here is 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 3, 6, 9, 12. And then the total here is 8. So I add 0 plus 8 plus 16 plus 12 plus 8. And I get 44. Divided by, now how many dots do I have? 24. And that's going to give me 1.83 repeating. And so I'm going to round it to the 100th, 1.83. All right, example 3. Javier asked the members of his 4-H club how many projects they were taking. The results are shown in the table. Make a line plot of the data, then describe the data in the graph. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it on the line plot here. So I have 2, 0, 1. Four, 5, 3. 3, 4, 2. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. So let's start with our range. So our largest number is 5, our smallest number is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Our mode is the number that appears most frequently. That's going to be 2. Let's go ahead and find our median. So we're going to list out our numbers. 0, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 5s. Or sorry, 5 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 3s, 2 4s, and 1 5. So I need to find the median. Two is the median. And then I need to find the mean. So I'm going to add up all my numbers. So when I add them all up, I get 35. And I'm going to divide by how many numbers there are, or how many dots there are. There should be the same thing. 15. And that's going to give me 2.3 repeating, and I'm going to round to the 100th, so that's going to be 2.33. All right, so example 4, I have a line plot that's already created for me. So I'm going to find my mean, median, mode, and range. So I'm going to start with my range. I'm going to take my largest number, which is 25, and subtract my smallest number, which is 17. So 25 minus 17 is going to be 8. My mode is my number that appears most frequently, and that's going to be 20. Now I'm going to find my median. That's my middle number. So I'm going to start listing out my numbers here. So 17, I have 2 18s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 20s. I have 3 23s. 1 24. And 2 25s. And now I need to find my middle. Which is going to be 20. And now I need to add them all up to find my mean. So I got 296. And I'm going to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's going to give me a long decimal. I'm going to round to the 100th, 21.14. Okay, let's look at example 5. So here we have another line plot that's already created for us. So let's start with our range. Our largest number is 75 and our smallest number is 30. So 75 minus 30 is going to be 45. Our mode is our number that appears most frequently, and that's going to be 50. And then let's list out our numbers so that we can find our median. So we have 30, 30, 35, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40. Ignore those red lines. 45, 45, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, and 75. So let's find the middle. So the middle is going to be between 40 and 45, which is going to be 42.5. And now let's find the mean. So when you add them all up, you get 695 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that's going to give you, round to the 100th, 43.44. Now, there's a question here, are there any outliers? So an outlier is a piece of data, like a number, that's very far away from the other pieces of data or the other numbers in the data set. So my question would be, if you look at this number line and you look at this line plot, is there a number that's far away from the other numbers? Are there any outliers? Yes. What would that number be? What number is far away from the other numbers? And a clue would be to look for a gap in the data. So the number 75 is the outlier. And the number 75 is the outlier because most of the other data is over here, and then there's a large gap, and then there's 75 over here by himself. It would work the same way if there was a number way over on this end over here, like the number 4, for example, and all the data was over here. So an outlier is a number that's far away from the rest of the data. All right, that is the end of this lesson. We will do more with line plots in class.